Dr. Christopher Nwanoro, a disability rights activist, has solicited Nigeria's and Africa's support to champion his cause at the United Nations Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. The Rights of Persons with Disabilities is a committee of experts selected from each continent to represent their continent on matters relating to the rights of persons with disabilities.
Based on what I have done to this country, they deemed it necessary to nominate me to represent Nigeria and possibly Africa in the Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in the United Nations. It's a committee of experts selected from each continent, 9. So to represent their continents, and we will have our president. I believe quite well that if I win that election, I'll be able to chair that committee. So based on my antecedents and what I have done both to the United Nations and to Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So it is a committee that government sets up, the United Nations sets up to look into the affairs of persons with disabilities, their human rights, ensure that accessibility, ensure that they are not discriminated against, ensure equal rights and all that. So we are trained in in various skills to see how we can bring this in and bridge the gap between the West and the global South, where we belong.
Nwanoro, who expressed unwavering faith that he would win the election, said his victory would be an opportunity to bridge the gap between the West and the South, where Africa belonged. He said one of his key focuses was to improve the accessibility of persons with disabilities in public buildings across Nigeria and Africa. According to him, with his leadership, Africa's voice will resonate loudly, advocating for a world where everyone has equal rights and opportunities, regardless of ability.
That my presence in that committee will turn the tides around. We are going to impact positively on the lives of people in Nigeria and Africa. And not only that, the level of discrimination and marginalization that we are seeing today, we will try our best, if not to eradicate it completely, but reduce it to a barest minimum. And take for instance, public buildings in Nigeria and some parts of Africa, they are not accessible. Yes. It becomes a challenge for somebody on wheelchair to get up the staircase. Maybe there's a program or meeting going up on the 2nd or 3rd floor. You may not be able to get there because you're on wheelchair. There's a question, say, they will sit and be looking, others climbing. They will ask themselves, what about us? So it's pathetic. It's something that is, that we are not supposed to hear. These people should be remembered. Some buildings, they don't even have elevators. So it becomes a very difficult. So these are the things that I'm going to make sure that I will handle if I get there. There will be strong advocacy. Number 2, I will ensure that scholarship will be given to our people. Number 3, assistive technology is very important, that we need it. Without assistive technology, people like us wouldn't have gone to school. I have my phone, I have my computer, I can do all the things that I need to do. So because of my accessibility to technology. So I'm calling on Nigerians to come all out. Give me all the necessary support.